Welcome back to the Infinite Mind, where we dive into the pressing conversations of today. I'm your host, and today we're unpacking a conversation about social justice, why it matters, how it impacts our communities, and why diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) are crucial to fostering real change. We'll also explore the importance of civic engagement and how our actions today shape the world of tomorrow. First, let's reflect on something central to our understanding of social justice. It's a principle that transcends laws and policies. Social justice is about fairness. It's about equal rights for all people, no matter their race, gender, economic status, or background. But true social justice is much more than laws. It's about the values we live by. It's ensuring that everyone has the chance to succeed, feel safe, and thrive. When we think about social justice, we can't ignore history. The journey toward justice in this country is one of struggle and resilience. Think about the civil rights movement, the fight for LGBTQ plus rights, women's suffrage, and the voices of Native Americans demanding recognition. These are movements that shifted the course of history, but here's the reality. The struggle for social justice is far from over. Why? Because for many marginalized communities, equality is still out of reach. Our systems, police, education, healthcare, and politics still disproportionately disadvantage certain groups. And that's where DEI comes in. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, are essential to achieving social justice. At its core, diversity is about representation. It's about ensuring that all voices, whether in politics, media, workplaces, or communities, are heard. But diversity alone isn't enough. Equity is about ensuring that everyone has access to the same opportunities, regardless of their starting point. Equity means we don't just treat everyone the same. We meet them where they are, considering the unique barriers each person faces. Inclusion then is the glue that holds these two elements together. True inclusion means making space for everyone, not just allowing diverse individuals to exist in a space, but integrating their perspectives, ideas, and needs into the heart of decision-making processes. Together, DEI is the framework that helps move us toward a more just society. But these principles don't just belong in boardrooms and classrooms, they need to be embedded in our communities. We need DEI to shape our neighborhoods, schools, and governments. Now let's talk about civic engagement. This concept is often tied to voting, but it's so much broader. Civic engagement is about actively participating in the democratic process, not just by casting your ballot, but by speaking up, attending meetings, protesting, and making your voice heard in every possible way. Why does this matter? Because without civic engagement, we risk allowing the same systems of injustice to persist. We can't just sit back and hope that things will get better. We must actively shape the future. Civic engagement means questioning policies that harm our communities, advocating for laws that promote equity, and organizing to ensure that our voices are part of the decision-making process. Think about it. How many times have we heard people say, "I feel powerless," or "What difference can I make?" The truth is, change is made when ordinary people come together and demand better. Every voice matters, whether it's a phone call to your representative, attending a local council meeting, or supporting community-driven projects. Civic engagement is how we bring about real, lasting change. Social justice doesn't happen by chance. It requires action. Whether we're fighting for better healthcare, education, housing, or criminal justice reform, we must all be part of the movement. DEI is not just about fairness, it's about creating systems where everyone has access to the opportunities that allow them to succeed. And civic engagement is how we ensure those systems change. So, why is social justice so important? Because without it, we risk perpetuating a world of inequality and division. We live in a society where the gap between the wealthy and the poor continues to grow, where communities of color face disproportionate barriers, and where the voices of the marginalized are often silenced. We cannot accept this. We must demand a society where everyone, regardless of their background, has the same opportunities to thrive. But here's the most important point: change is possible. It's not going to happen overnight, but change happens when people decide that they will no longer sit idly by. It happens when individuals step up, when they learn about the issues affecting their communities, when they challenge the status quo, and when they advocate for policies that benefit everyone, not just a few. It happens when we actively engage with the world around us and realize that we all have the power to make a difference. So, I leave you with this question: what can you do today to contribute to the cause of social justice? Whether it's taking part in a local initiative, learning more about issues affecting your community, or simply speaking out when you see injustice, your actions matter. It's not enough to just wait for change. We have to make it happen. Remember, justice is not passive, it's active, and we can make the world a better place through our efforts. It starts with us. Together, we can create the change we want to see.